Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I have finished my Gothic Tale folio. So I thought I'd give you a quick flip through to show you what it's like. Now it was really nice doing a folio actually instead of a journal because I found it didn't take as long. And also you're not worried about what to put on each page of your journal. So this was a really lovely one to do. So I had good fun doing this one. Now I haven't videoed all of it. I did a couple of videos on it and I showed you the first one where I actually sort of like showed you how the folio sort of like goes together before decorating it, embellishing it. So I'll link that down below, but loving it. And so this is the front, which is lovely. I have a little pocket here. So what I've done, I've popped this piece on the front and then I've backed it so that I can have a little pocket in there. So, and then what I've done, I've used one of the little journaling cards to make a little, just a little notebook. And I've got a little hidden paper clip. So that says mysterious on it, which I'm loving. So that's just because I popped that in there like that. This was sort of like flapping open, so I didn't like that. So that's why I made this lovely little hidden paper clip. Really simple like that. Pop that on there on top, and that sort of like holds it closed, and I just love it. I think that looks really nice. So I've sewn around it. I've added some cheesecloth to it, little bits on here, a little bit of embellishment on here, and then all I've done, right down by the spines, I've just covered it in cheesecloth, which I love. Now I'm going to show you the back. This is the back page, which I think looks really nice as well. And I've made a little pocket in here. Just cut that because I didn't want to cover this up. If I put that on the top, I would cover all of this up. So all I did was make a little slit down here, and again just pop that in so it's like a little pocket. And I've added a little bit of chain to here. This is the little envelope, and then we've got a little letter in here as well, which is lovely, which I've just sort of like grunged up a little bit. Which I love. That goes down, and then before I pop the envelope together, I added the two brads and the chain, and then I stuck the envelope down so that obviously you can't pop it all the way through because you wouldn't get your letter through. But love it. I think that looks really nice, and that just pops in there. And then on here I've just got folded over the paper, and I've just got embossed. I've got a little brad in there, and I've just got some gold embossing powder on there, heat embossing on this one, which I think looks lovely. And then a little bit of stitching, just a little bit of sort of like star stitching, isn't it, down there on my sewing machine, but loving it. And again, this side I popped some cheesecloth down the side. The closure is just a piece of organza ribbon, which is nice and light. So look at this, I just love it. I had so much fun doing this. So the first page, you've got like a little pocket here, so I've just got a little flap, and I pop two of my journal cards in there, which are just backed on there. This one I just printed on the back, and that one I backed with tea stain paper, so they just fit in there lovely. Like that. I've got a little cluster at the top here with a little gem. This opens out. Now this is one I did with a acetate pocket. Now I've not popped anything in this one yet, but I'm just loving it. I just love that acetate over the top. But again, you can just pop that through, and then you can see the tags or whatever you've popped inside. But I'm liking that picture on there. So let's just pop that back in there. This side as well, I have popped another acetate pocket, and then before I sewed it on, I sewed on a little bit of a cluster on there, some cheesecloth, a little bit of the organza ribbon, which is the same as the closure, and I popped some little gems on there. And then again, I'm going to just pop the postcard in there like that. So again, this has got lots and lots of room for you to pop all sorts of bits and pieces in. And then this side is a lovely page. This is another little flap, and this is sort of like quite a bit of collage on here. So we've got a little pocket here, which I've just cut out from one of the postcards. This girl that's on here, which I thought was lovely. So this is the smaller one, and I popped a little pocket here, and I thought that just sits in there lovely, doesn't it? Just sits in there. You've got this lovely little jar on there, or a little vase down there. Little dingly dangly bits on here. This funky old piece of fabric, which I've had for a long time, and I thought I'd never use it, but I think that works really well in this journal, the black and gold. I've got a lovely little clock on there, so that's just a little one that I've had. These little bits I've had for ages, so it's just little like bits I've found in my stash, which I've added on there, which look good. And that is just a nice little long pocket that I popped in there with a little journal card on in there, and that just slides in, which I love it. And then we open it up like this. This page I haven't really put anything on because I just love it like as it is. I've just turned up the corner, got a little spider in there, a little bit of lace. I've inked this up so it almost looks sort of leathery, which is lovely. And then we've got the Gothic Tale on there, which I popped on. This side I've got a little pocket, which I've got these little embellishments from the kit, so I'll link the kit underneath the video anyway. So I've just stuck those together and made a little pocket, and then I've just sewn around one of my little embellishments. Pop that in there, a little bit of cheesecloth on there. We have a pocket in here, so I've got two little ones. This is from my Halloween kit, the new Halloween embellishments. And then we've got the Gothic Tale from the kit, so they just slide in there nicely. And then this opens up. Now I did these in one of my mixed media Sunday videos, which are just really nice. I loved doing those because it's nice to experiment. So I've got some heat embossing on there with some gold, and then just some ink, and then I've just painted with some gesso on there as well, which is the same on here. And I've just popped that one in. I've sewn it around, but I've just stuck down two edges and left that one free, just so that we can have something a little bit bigger in there. And then it just pops out the side. This is the one that we did as well in the mixed media, which I love, and I've just made it into a pocket. So another one here. Now I've popped this on there because it was quite difficult to get these in and out of the pockets, so by popping that on there you can just pull it out, which is quite nice, isn't it? Loving that. I just love these, just gorgeous, aren't they? So that just slides in that pocket, quite simple, nice little journaling card. And then I've got lots of little sort of like dingly dangly bits hanging off, which I just love my dingly danglies. So then this just folds up again like that, and then this opens up. This side I have that little, we made these in a video. I'll pop the link down below because I've got video for this one. It's just like a little pouch with a acetate pocket so you can see what's inside. And the piece of acetate that I've got, I've just inked it. I've got ink and grunge and gold and bits on there just so the pocket looks a bit dirty. Can you see? And then I've just got some of my little leftover bits popped in there, and that comes down, so that just ties around there, holds that together. Little cluster. This is off my Halloween kit. That's lovely. Now I've got a pocket behind here, but I don't have anything in it. But can you see that just folds, that just slides in there like that, so you've got lots and lots of room, and I'm just loving it. Nice little bit of turned over here, a little bit of this is from Tapology, this fabric-y bits on there. So if you saw my Tapology video, the unboxing, you'll see that that was what I had in there. A little bit of cheesecloth. This side is one of my papers, and what I've done, I've just cut around her like that and made her into the pocket. And then I just backed a piece so you can't see just the paper underneath. So that slides in and you're not covering it up by popping a pocket over the top. So I like that. I think that looks really good. Turning over, again, I've made a little slide-in pocket by cutting this, adding a little bit of an embellishment bits on there, a little fabric, and I sewed that on. And then another little notebook. So they're lovely, and that just slides in, which I love. And these bits I just cut out, a little bit of acetate on there with some gold, and I've just sewn around. I did the sewing before I obviously pop it onto the page, stuck it down. And then this is the one with a little magnet in to hold this closed. So I showed you this one on a video. This one I've just left plain because I like that. I think this is such a lovely picture that I've just left it as it is. And then on this side we have a little pocket again, a little tuck spot with one of my little journaling cards in there. So I can't cover this bit up because I've got the magnet here, so we can't have anything too big, because if we have that right out here, you're not going to be able to close this with a magnet. So you need something that slips in. So that's the magnet there. And then I put one of my other little journaling cards that we made onto here. And I'm using that as a tuck spot. So that's attached to this piece here. And that just goes in there. A little bit of a cluster on there, which I love. And then that just clicks on like that. And then it doesn't flap open. So the last bit is the middle bit. Now this is just a nice big pocket that I've made with like little gusset bits on the side here, which are great, which is the same way as we did these little pouches. And I've just made it as a pocket. And then on the front of this, I have just popped little acetate pockets, one on top of the other, again, so you can see what is in the pockets. Which I'm loving. This was our Friday freebie, so I thought that would go in there lovely. So I'm going to pop that in there as well. And then these are some of my little journaling cards from the Halloween kit, which work perfect with that as well. Now in the pocket, I've just done a little journal, nothing too fancy. I've tied it together and added some beads down the side, some nice little gold seed beads. And I popped, this is one that I made ages ago that I found in my stash. I think that was a BB Craft sort of make. That was quite a while ago. And then I've just made like a little cluster on here which says curiosities on there. And the journal is just one of the digital pages that I've got, which is the book. And then I just grunged up some paper with inked it like that, so it looks nice and grungy. Super, super simple, and I think it looks lovely. I didn't make it too big because I wasn't quite sure how big this pouch was going to be, but it's turned out quite big, so you could probably put quite a lot of bits and pieces in there, because it's got quite a big opening there, which I love. So there we go, guys. That's my lovely, lovely folio. I absolutely adore it, and I loved making it, all the little bits and pieces. So I'm going to just tie this together like that and pop it onto my shelf, which I love. And I'm getting a nice little collection of my journals now. I'll have to do a little flip through, or a little show you my shelf with my all my journals on it and folios. But look at that, I just think it's so lovely. So I hope you do too. I hope you've got some ideas from that maybe you could use, not necessarily in a Gothic journal, but ideas like cutting the pages like that, you can add into any journal. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.